Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State says he would not have joined the 2023 presidential contest if his Kano State counterpart Abdullahi Ganduje was also in the race. Wike, who made this known on Monday during a courtesy call on Ganduje in Kano, said that Nigeria was bleeding and they needed people like himself to rescue it, adding that Nigerians must begin to talk about the unity and togetherness of the country beyond party lines. There's no gainsaying that the country is not getting it right and there should be a desperate effort to save the country, and by this, I'm out to right the wrongs. However, Wike agreed that should Ganduje be contesting the presidency, he wouldn't have tried to contest because he knew he would not make it. He said if Ganduje is running for the presidency, some of us will quickly withdraw our ambitions, but thank God he's not running and I'm sure he will help me to make it. Hi, Jesus. Wike, who is eyeing the 2023 presidential seat under the platform of People's Democratic Party, PDP, called on the President Muhammadu Buhari to disband the two anti-graft agencies in the country, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission, ICPC. He hinged his call on the recent granting of pardon to some former governors convicted of corruption. He said by granting pardon to the former governor, President Buhari has disgraced the EFCC and the ICPC and should immediately disband them. In his address, Governor Ganduje explained that the diversity of the Wike presidential team was Nigeria, and this clearly shows that the man believes in the greatness of Nigeria. Party differences should not make us stupid. Our diversity is an advantage. Even though we fail to utilize our diversity, each one of us must try in his own bid to change the status quo. He called on the Nigerian governors to be responsible for national integration using their state and should act and see people as part of themselves by allowing them to own properties. You see how they can deceive themselves? The same people who were throwing tantrum against each other during Edo governorship election in 2020. See them. You say that is to tell you that these guys are wicked. They know what to do. They know exactly what to do. They say no, our diversity. Let me just even go back to what he said. Party differences should not make us stupid. Our diversity is an advantage, even though we failed to utilize our diversity. Our diversity is an advantage, but they failed to utilize. Why can't you utilize it? But you are preaching. All of you will be saying how to do this, how to do that. Oh yeah, do it now. You have the power. You have the yam. You have the knife. Then do the needful. They will not. They are deliberately not even making advantage or using diversity as an advantage, but they are using it against the people. You see the two of them coming together. See how trickish and tactic that these guys can be. Oh, saying that if Ganduje was to be running for the presidency, that himself would have withdrawn. Meaning what? He just use until they bobo. Then they bobo themselves, and then they say, they should do the needful. They should do the needful. They will not do the needful. This guy, party difference should not make us stupid, and each one of us must try in his own bid to change the status quo. So when are you going to change the status quo? Before you became governor, you were telling people all manner of things. Now you are now the governors of your various states. Yet no meaningful development. We are just rigmaroling, moving around circles, doing beautiful nonsense. And they call on Nigerian governors to be responsible. That's how they will be calling themselves. They will just be calling themselves. These are the things that they know that people want to hear. They will tell you and you will hear. You say you will be falling for it. All of them are scammers. Forget it. They are all scammers. You paid call on a Ganduje, an opposition governor, and couldn't call on Obaseki when you were in Edo. You are too divisive, too arrogant and senseless. Obaseki has shown that he is not in support of Wike publicly. So why will Wike visit him? Obaseki and Okowa are supporting Atiku, or you are not aware. Take it or leave it without sentiments. And from track record, Wike is the unbiased best candidate so far. According to Wike, EFCC should be disbanded because Buhari has rubbished their gains by the state pardon he granted to two former governors convicted for corruption by the commission. This is very true. I agree with him totally. But let us ask Wike what his reaction was when Yaradua pardoned Bode George convicted by EFCC, and when Jonathan pardoned Alame Sia, also convicted by the EFCC. Why the double standard? Wike can only fool himself if he believes attacking Buhari for this bad gesture will promote his presidential candidacy. He must also talk about these two pardons if he meant well by his statement. And unfortunately, or fortunately, here the governor of Benue State even appreciating Buhari for this thing. Meanwhile, lawyers, senior advocates of Nigeria, lawyers, top lawyers are condemning this whole thing. Even the supporters of Buhari, they are condemning this singular act by Buhari by pardoning these two people who have been convicted. Okay, what of James Ibori? Wike cannot even be the Nigeria president. He's too pompous. Let him go and support his godfather Amechi. Simple. When former Bayelsa governor was pardoned, no one talks. So Wike talks with his both his with two mouths. With his both two mouths. Okay, EFCC and ICPC are the two agencies frustrating the corruption fight. I agree with Wike on this. I think on the basis why he said they should be disbanded, not because they have done wrong, because of the effort they have put to them. That means there's no need for the two agencies to be there. If after all their work and some people are convicted and you now pardon them, so what is the need for them? That means there's no need. I think Wike is coming from that angle. From my own understanding, Wike is coming from that angle, not because of whether the FCC has been whatever, but because they have done a very good and thorough job concerning these two people who were convicted. But at the end of the day, all their works are now in vain. Well, Wike, you are no other thing but a professional Nigeria politician. All you care is permanent interest. That is the reason you will talk high of a man caught on camera stacking dollars in his agbada. Nigeria can only be rescued by God, and I wonder how he's going to do it. Hey, but it's same Wike that's showing the video of a Ganduje in a Edo State election. Tell him, wicked is wicked for destroying a big mosque in Port Harcourt and now coming to a place like Kano to solicit support for presidency. No single delegate of PDP from Kano will vote him. All the Kano delegates belong to Atiku. Why is it that today nobody has been able to show us the mosque? Okay, now you be party chairman abi wey we say they no go support say Wike therefore Atiku. Well, see talk where these guys they talk. I tell you now, they want to tell you, say what you love to hear, and all of you be running with that. So guys, leave your comment down there below and let's know your thoughts. Thank you.